What's good, everybody? First off, I want to say hit that like button, share, subscribe. If you have not subscribed, subscribe now. All right, check this out, man. This is serious. I'm gonna demonstrate something to you, and I'm gonna talk to you after. I'm gonna demonstrate it first, okay? Gunnery Seargant Hartmann in Full Metal Jacket was a real life Marine who served in Vietnam. Okay, he was a real life Marine. And it's talking about him. Okay, understand this. First Chronicles. Okay, I want to start at First Chronicles. This book trying to fold. First Chronicles, chapter 27, starting at the 31st verse, and we're going to the 34th. And over the flocks was Jaziz the Hagarite. All these were the rulers of the substance, which was King David's. Also Jonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a wise and a, what does it say? And a scribe, a wise man and a scribe. And Jehiel, the son of Hachmon, was with the king's sons. And a Ahithophel was the king's counselor, and Hashar, the archetype, was the king's companion. And after Ahithophel was Jehoiada, the son of Benaiah, and Abiathar, and the general of the king's army was Joab, right there. I'm talking about a military guy who was in service. Now, I typed nothing but what they wrote in the story. It went right to these verses that are talking about a general in the army dealing with the Lord's army in different wars that he was fighting. How is this made up? Everything that you look at that's written, whether they're intentionally doing it, but I'm telling you, they're intentionally doing it, leads back to black magic, because they're strumming up stories from the Bible using words that translate to the Bible with synonymous translations and cohesions that work with the individuals that are talked about. How is that? Nah, yo, this is cut and dry. Time to finish this one off. Because here, understand, with these ones, you get good instruction. Remember, God leads us to give you good instruction right here. God gives you such good, let's do it. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse starting at the 8th. Be thou instructed, O Jerusalem, lest my soul depart from thee, lest I make thee desolate. A land not inhabited, thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall thoroughly glean the remnant of Israel as a vine turn back thine hand as a grape gatherer into the baskets. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is circumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. Therefore, I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am weary withholding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad, and upon the assembly of the young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken. The aged with him that is full of days, and their houses shall be turned unto others with their fields and wives together. For I will stretch out thy hand upon the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. Let's go. We're not done. This is crazy. It gets crazy. For from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness, and from the prophet, even unto the priest, even also the hurt of the daughter of my people, slightly saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. That's all day. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? No. Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall at the time that I visit them. They shall be cast down. What did I say God's going to do to these wicked people? Doing black magic, doing all the type of things. Cast them down. He's going to throw them down into hellfire. They're going to burn up. And all that stuff is going to be worthless. Because everything they gain is going to stay here. Someone else's. And God says that. Yo, we read that too. Yo, listen, man. This gets deep. We're going to start off this one off right. Now, I'm going to start in order from when the books was done. Judges chapter 2, verse 11. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord and served Balaam. Who's Balaam? Balaam would be anything that has nothing to do with Christ. You think Balaam means Satan worship? It's anything people do except worship Christ. That's what Balaam is. Okay? And there's now I know what that means. There's a group that makes games called Alim. I know what that means now. Got y'all. Let's do this, because this ain't no joke. This is very serious. All right, now we about to visit something else before I finish reading. Now let's read. That's Judges. Now let's look at Kings chapter 10, starting at the 18th. And Jehu gathered all the people together and said unto them, Ahab served Baal a little, but Jehu shall serve him much. They knew what they were doing when they turned their back on Christ. All these people who say they don't know what they believe in, they know what they're doing. They know. They know they're doing wickedness. They know when you're not living right. You know when you're doing bad things. You know it. You know you are. But they want to play dumb. Thinking that's going to save their soul. They're going to burn in hell. They're going to burn. And we're going to be cheering, burn, burn for eternity while they burn. Standing atop them, burn, burn while they're screaming, burn. That's all we're going to be screaming at you lames. I keep telling you. Let's go. Because these are their fathers. We're talking about their great. This is their generation. Let's talk it. 2 Kings chapter 17. Let's get it. Starting at the 33rd. They feared the Lord and served their own gods, after the manner of the nations whom they carried away from thence. Unto this day they do after the former manners. They fear not the Lord, neither do they after their ordinances or after the law and commandment which the Lord commanded the children of Jacob. Right there. All these other religious beliefs, they don't even honor their own words. They don't even have anything about themselves to be glad. You get that? They were ashamed. They weren't ashamed, and they're not ashamed because they don't know God. They're not ashamed because they convince everyone around them that they're right. Because Ephesians 5:11, they hang around other destitute people without God because they think they know it all together in a group, thinking that those other people are going to be how they stay alive. When God kills you all in one swipe, you all die instantly death. Instant death to you and everybody around you. What are you doing with that? You're all in hell. We're never seeing each other again. Last time you remember seeing something, you saw them before you died. Let's get it. Now let me read what I got to read so you get what I'm going to read. This is 1 Kings chapter 22, starting at the 50th. And Jehoshaphat slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. His father and Jehoram, his son, reigned in his stead. Ahaziah, the son of Ahab, began to reign over Israel in Samaria the 17th year of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, and reigned 2 years over Israel, and did evil in the sight of the Lord, and walked in the way of his father, and in the way of his mother. What? And the way of Jeroboam, and the son of Nebat. Jeroboam's evil, and Nebat's evil. I read that. Who made Israel to sin, for he served Baal and worshipped him and provoked the anger the Lord God of Israel, according to all his fathers had done. Right there. Now I just told you, there's a lineage of evil, and it didn't apply a race, did it? You got to understand, you don't look at race. Look at the personality. Look at the character. Look at the actions of the person you stand before. That's how you know whose lineage is evil. Look them in the eyes. You'll know it. You see what they do? Everything they do is wickedness. Everything they do makes no sense. You're like, and even to the back of your mind, like, God, I've had to pray like, God, how are these people living? Because I've been through so many real situations in my life, so real, that to see what they do, like you would have been murked a long time ago. Like I said, oh, buddy, that I knocked out would have killed you. Like thinking in my head because they're so wicked. But God's letting them be alive as an example. And I already told y'all what the example is. I had to read to you. There is an evil lineage. Don't think that we're here all from God. We're not all from the same beginnings. There are a lot of people around that were part of that lifestyle, part of that existence, you see other religions all around doing different things, doing worshiping of different things. If they're a Satan worshiper, you already know what it's about. Come on, man. It's right there in front of you. Learn to see it for what it is. Stop letting these people talk their way out of reality. If it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. If it goes quack, it's a duck. If it goes, like any noise you could think of, oink, oink, it's a pig. I'm not going to say, oh, that's a cow. No, that's the new sound for a cow. I'm not going to be stupid like that. Don't be stupid like that. There's a lot of dummies around us. You guys got to be smart. Call them out for what they are. Stand righteously. Call out to God. Ask him to lead you. That's what it's about. Not what they talk about, because they talk much. They do much speaking. Much speaking like a Pharisee, always talking, looking for money to take from people, looking how they can get over on people. That's why you stand with the Most High God, because the Most High God handles your business. You don't even got to make a move. I already read that to you how he handles it, but you don't even got to make a move. You ain't got to do nothing. Just say a prayer, and then God cleans that person up, leaves them clinging to life, hanging on for dear life. Why God's taking them for the ride of their life, ready to kill them at every second, ready to kill them at any turn. Then let you know, look, if he cross you, kill him. Literally, God sent somebody showing up to me that talked to me. Look, just kill them if they don't. If they act wrong, kill them. Want to do it themselves. Like, yo, listen, this is how God works. He puts monsters in your corner, straight monsters, and you're like, yo, I'm still in disbelief. It's been weeks later, I'm still in disbelief. This is how God is. All praise the Most High God, Jesus Christ, the most savage, most crazy man that ever lived. More savage, more gangster than anybody walking the face of this earth will murk them. Now let me ask you, could any of these celebrities be a part of that bloodline? And if they are, wouldn't it make sense why they're so rich and powerful? Serving who? Who do they serve? Who do they call out to? Now look, this is what I'm saying. These stories expose stuff. Now think about it. Who are they calling out to? Who do they represent? What religious view do they have? If it's not on the Most High God, Jesus Christ, you know what it is. You know who they're part of. Even if they're there now, they transmuted there. They're a transplant. They're there. They're a plant. You're right. But they're a plant to try and lead you to bow, because that's who they serve. All of these dudes serve that. If you don't serve Christ, you serve bow. Right there. Bow. You guys are bow worshipers. So you're going to get bowed. In front of God, you're going to bow and get your neck broken and tossed into the pits of hell. All praise the Most High God, Jesus Christ. He's coming. He's coming. And their knees ain't clacking because they don't know. They're reprobate. Don't expect it. They're reprobate. They don't know. He's on his way. They're like, oh, God's coming. And they're just like, oh, another day. Till he arrives. And what did he say when he does when they arrive? I just read that. What did he say he's going to do? They're going to be deathly scared, but he's still going to kill them and say, look, you did evil. He's going to kill them for everything evil they did on this earth. They've been doing evil for a long time. It's their grandfathers, their fathers. They're all evil. Evil trash. God's going to purge it. What did I say? Fire's the purification. What's the purification? Fire. That's going to rain down and burn them up. Then they're getting tossed through eternal fire. They get burned like firewood forever because they're not worth a dang. That's why you stand with the Most High God, Jesus Christ, and you proclaim out his mouth like I'm doing. If you ain't got the heart because you're soft, don't say it like me. But I'm going to say it like this because I got the heart to always have, always will be, forever, for eternity. When he comes back, it's going to get worse. All praise the Most High God. Death to all of these Baal worshipers. Death to all of them. Die. You worship Baal? Die. You worship Satan? Die. You don't know who God is? Die. I'm saying it now. Go. It's your time to go. Stop trying to linger around, hang on. You guys are worthless. Yo, that's crazy. Because I went into detail in another reading about how their grandfathers actually operated. Looking for little kids, doing stuff, taking people, like literally just doing stuff to women without against their will. Like that tells their character. That is their bloodline. Their bloodline is a trash. Weak trash. Bloodline. Their bloodline's trash. Therefore, they're going to create trash. Therefore, stand with the Most High God so he purges their life. So they're gone. We don't need to deal with these Satan worshipers. That is what they're doing if you're not understanding what I'm reading to you. Understand, it's a general. We're talking about leaders. People that are in charge of a community. Now imagine a trash like that in charge of a community. What are they going to bring? What good can they bring? What can they do but depend on someone else as evil as them to do something that they can't? Because they ain't got the heart to. Jesus Christ is the real savage. Jesus Christ is the real truth. John 14:6 is the real talk. We talk real here. Philippians 4:13. What else? Come on now. Hebrews 11:1. Come on. We're not playing with these Baal worshipers. Get them out of here. All praise to the Most High God, Jesus Christ. Lion of Judah. Lion of Judah. Lion. Which one of these dudes can wrestle a lion? They would run. They would be scared. You guys would die. Let's go. Let's get it. We ain't done.